Um, so we're going to go ahead and start. I apologize for the slight delay, just getting used to the Google Hangout. So thank you everybody for coming. We have a full house this evening, which is always great as we induct 3 new members to our club, and we have quite a number of guests also this evening. So it's a good turnout as we kind of move into our summer schedule, which kind of gets a little bit lighter, but it's great to see everybody out here this evening. So I think we're going to start off with doing our happy change. Since we have a lot of guests, probably a good way for us to hear a little bit about our guests and for our guests to hear a little bit about us. I guess we can go around the room and kind of introduce our guests. So I'll start. So sitting across from me is Stacy. Stacy is the current treasurer and former service vice president of the George Mason University Circle K Club. And Stacy is an accounting major, and she is from Virginia Beach?
Around that area.
Around there. And she is in Northern Virginia for an internship, so that's why she's hanging out with us this summer. Okay. Well, Kim, do you want to
Sure. I'd like to welcome Emery Potter. She found us on Meetup, so I'm going to let her introduce herself.
I'm originally from New Jersey, and I'm a pharmacist at Tysons.
Cool. Thank you. And we also have Lucas Camacho with us, too. So.
Hi. I also found
Thank you.
I've also found you guys.
Okay, yeah. We have some more guests around, too.
My name is Sarah. I actually just got back from a house sitting stint in California, and I found a volunteer place there on Meetup, so I'm just continuing what I had done there.
Cool.
My guest is Tanya Sperling. We went to college together, and we were in Circle K together, the college version of Kiwanis. So we'll get her back into the
after the wedding.
I'm Sarah, and I've done a couple of things with the Kiwanis Club, but not with an official group. I also found them through Meetup, so I did the wrong thing. So I recognize you.
Yes.
And I did Key Club and Circle K at my college.
Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. We're so excited to have so many guests and so many prospective members. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go around with our baby bottle. And does anybody want to explain the significance of our happy change and why we collect this money?
Maybe Jeff would.
Sure. Yeah, there you go, Jeff.
So we are participating in the global fundraiser that Kiwanis International has in partnership with UNICEF to eliminate maternal and neonatal tetanus in the world. There's still 25 countries where mothers and babies are at risk dying from tetanus, believe it or not, for lack of $1.80 for 3 vaccines. So we are raising just under $20,000 as a club in our 5-year pledge to over the overall goal of $110 million to eradicate maternal and neonatal tetanus.
Great. So what we do is we go around the room and we tell everybody why we're happy, and we make a small donation into the baby bottle. One caveat is if you are sad, you cannot take money out of the baby bottle, unfortunately. So, Kay, do you want to start?
Sure. My name's Christina, and I am happy because the World Cup starts in 9 days.
We
don't have any money.
And
you can still do it if you don't have any money.
Yeah, you can be happy and not have money.
Have
a lot of us.
There, you got money now.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, no, go ahead. You can be happy. You can be a
Yes.
penny happy.
I'm happy to have potentially found another volunteer opportunity because what happened was when I was in California, I found a church that did a non-religious, no political, no side effects, no nothing, served a lunch every Sunday, and it was always a full house, about 300 people, 300 guests served every day, every Sunday, and it was pretty amazing, and I want to do that again, something like it.
My name is Corey. I'm happy that going on vacation on
Hi, my name is Stacy, and I'm really happy that I got to start my internship, so I got to stay up here for once, and I'm able to be here since it's my first Kiwanis meeting.
So hi, I'm Jeff, and I'm happy because I just returned from vacation. So I had 2 weeks, 2 weeks without the internet. Oh, you want? Let's come back to you.
Tim, you can be happy.
Tim is.
My one penny. Thank you, Stacy. I'm happy. Stanley Cup Finals, Rangers. First time since I was in 7th grade. The Rangers are in the Stanley Cup Finals.
I'm Adam, and I'm happy I went to UVA and they made it to the next round in the NCAA baseball tournament. Nothing there.
Yeah, we might have to separate you guys. Yeah.
I'm Katie, and I'm happy for several things, which I'll share. I graduated, and I from grad school, and I just got back from the UAE on an amazing trip. So, yay.
I'm happy that my grandmother and aunt are coming next weekend.
I'm Josh. I am happy because
I'm Jamie.
that is Jamie. I'm Josh, and I'm happy that I had a very successful bachelor party this past weekend where nobody was arrested or otherwise detained.
That's not a good bachelor party.
Atlantic City let us out. Took us in and then let us out.
My name is Jen, and I am, I guess, happy to have a successful bachelorette party, but also for family.
So, how many people got arrested at your bachelorette? Yeah.
I am Carolyn, and I am happy because I successfully swam a mile for the first time since.
Wow, that's great. I'm Tanya, and I'm happy because I get to see one of my awesome bridesmaids for a couple days. And our dress is coming soon.
I'm Mitra, and I post a lot on Meetup, so I'm happy to see the faces that have been showing up in my inbox.
We're happy with
Brandon, and I'm happy that I get to go home to Illinois this weekend for 10 days, so I'll probably be happy to come back. Justin, I'm happy because I got a government rank up, step increase, and it's induction.
I'm also happy that it's induction night. Happy to be getting rid of all this change and this heavy change first. And I'm happy that my niece moved in for 3 weeks because she has an internship up here.
Well, I'm happy because as the membership chair, we're doing 3 inductions tonight. But I'm also happy to see prospective members join us. So thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it and hope that you will join us for future events.
I'm Emery, and I'm happy because I posted up in barbecue this weekend. I am burning it.
Well, I'm happy about the induction, and I'm also happy last weekend I got to go to Louisiana and be part of my friend's wedding as a bridesmaid who was in America with me 5 years ago.
I'm Sarah once again, and I'm really happy because summer vacation for teachers is in 3 weeks, so that's my first coin. And then I'm also throwing in a coin for my students because, or bill. Actually, I'll throw in $1 bill because they're like so happy that it's something.
Everyone is
happy. They're like a whole $1's worth happy.
All right, I'm happy that I did get into traffic getting here, and I'm not happy that.
You take those too.
Big check payable to Jeff.
Version Baby Bottle 2.0 will have a card
Swipe on a card.
Yeah.
I'm Amy, and I'm happy that my daughter, who's 8, her softball team is the league champions, and they just played their first playoff tonight, and they just won. Happy about that. And
My daughter's not happy there are 3 more weeks of school. I'm happy there are still 3
Sorry, we're cheating.
I
wasn't kidding about getting rid
Yeah.
of those things. That's right.
Yeah.
For everybody.
For everyone that did not have a chance to put in, Marie's got you covered. Great. So thank you everyone for sharing. Josh, you want to talk about the Kiwanis educational fact?
Sure. So this week's Kiwanis educational fact is all about Kiwanis International Conventions, because Kiwanis is an organization whose members are local clubs, but it's a worldwide organization. And so every summer, clubs from around the world get together for international convention, and that began with the Kiwanis Club of Cleveland when they invited representatives from other clubs to meet in May of 1916. And at that time, there were only 16 clubs and just a little under 2,000 members. And there's been a Kiwanis convention every summer, or at least every year since then, except for during World War II. This summer's international convention is in Japan.
Great. Thank you.
And now you know.
And if you didn't know, now you know. Okay, great. Brandon, you want to talk about service projects?
Yeah, I just started passing on the signups, so take a look at them as they're coming around. Like Tim said, the summer is kind of a slow time for us, so if there are any service projects that you know of, feel free to email me and I can put them on the list if they need some help. Some of the past service projects, Kate, you want to talk about the Safe Sitter class this past weekend?
Sure. Jamie, Corey, Jerome, and I taught Safe Sitter this past weekend. We had 11 students, 11 graduates, so it was a good class. It was Jamie's first time teaching, so she did a great job. So.
You want to explain what Safe Sitter is?
Oh, sure. Our club does a program called Safe Sitter. It's actually a national program where we've been certified to teach safe babysitting course, mostly to 11 to 13-year-olds. We do charge a fee for this, so we make like a small amount of money that goes towards our service fund, but we spend all day teaching choking rescue, teaching them that babysitting is a business and things like that. And we have a lot of Girl Scouts come through because they get a badge. So.
All right, and I'll talk about the 40 Cure. I sent out an email frantically because the emails that they were sending to me made it seem like it was going to be a large undertaking, but it actually turned out to not be that big of an undertaking. But we set up, they gave us a tent, the American Diabetes Association gave us a tent and water, and we set up right up here at Isleywood Park at the top of the hill, right in front of the school. And we were at the turnaround point for the 20-mile ride, so we didn't have any of the professional cyclists really come through, but we had like some kids and families, and it was pretty fun. It was actually, we had fewer cyclists than what I thought we would because we were at the turnaround point and there was no one going further. So the other way out towards like Leesburg and out that way was like the longer ride. So it was actually a pretty low-key project, and we had plenty of people there. So that was great. Thanks for everyone for coming out.
When I first saw the water, I was like, we only have 240 waters. We used like 30.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, but we did get to watch the soccer game.
We did. We did get to watch
in the park.
And under shade.
That's true, yeah, under shade. Tonight we do have a service project. I hope some people brought some T-shirts. We obviously have a lot of people, so that's good. I brought a few. We'll be making dog toys out of those T-shirts. This Sunday or Saturday, I'm sorry, is the Ronald McDonald House, our monthly project at the Ronald McDonald House, where we make dinner and dessert for them. We need someone to be the leader of that this week. I'm going to be out of town, so I can't do it. But we really need someone to just take charge of buying the food ahead of time, and the club will reimburse you, and just kind of directing people on making the meal once they're there. So if anybody can do that, there's a spot on the sign-up sheet where it says June 7th. Just put your name down. And if you have any questions, you can email me about what needs to happen. We also need people to show up to cook it also. June 8th, which is this Sunday, we'll be having a diaper drive at the Target, the big Target at Mosaic. We'll actually be outside of the Target. It's a maternity store outside the Target, and as people go into the Target, Lana has made up a very cute little bookmark shopping list that include like diapers and all the other baby stuff that people can buy and donate to the DC diaper bank. That's what we'll be testing for. On June 14th, Head Start is going to be moving out of their Boston location. So this will be, lifting and cleaning stuff. Penske, as it says, has donated a truck, so that makes it a lot easier. And I think a lot of their office stuff will already have been moved, so a lot of this will be what's left over, what they're donating or getting rid of during their move. And on June 22nd, there's a Generosity Feeds meal packing event here in McLean from 10 a.m. to noon. I believe they're wanting to do 10,000 meals that day in 2 hours. So obviously, the more people they have, the better. I'd love to get a good group there. It's here in McLean. It's they have a lot of these events in the local area, so we could possibly do more if this is successful. So please try to come to that if you can. And then last, there'll be no more in-meeting service projects until September when we start meeting twice a month.
Okay, great. Thank you, Brandon. Jen, do you want to talk about socials and interclubs?
Sure. On Thursday, the Fairfax Kiwanis Club is having a fundraiser at Joe's Crab Shack in Bear Lakes, if you are interested. On June 14th, it is.
Sorry. So for the Joe's Crab Shake, do we want to set a time as a group? We usually do that with fundraisers. Anyone want to throw out a time? I know getting to Fair Lakes 7:30. Any preference? Anyone planning to go have a preference?
I'm planning to go, but I don't have a preference. So.
Okay, so we'll do 7. So we'll meet at 7 for anyone interested, so we can try to get a table together and.
Where are you guys meeting?
The Joe's Crab Shack in Fair Lakes. Okay. So we should just kind of meet in the.
They basically get a percentage of whatever the take is from that night, so we're just going to.
You have to have a slip, so somebody remember.
All right. Okay.
On Saturday, June 14th at 9, it's the Division Council meeting at the Salvation Army in Arlington, and if you are interested, there's a $4 continental breakfast that you can purchase once you are there. Wednesday, June 18th, the Arlington Kiwanis Club has sent us an event, and they're asking people if they're interested in hearing the Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens, who will be their guest speaker. However, they need a head count in advance. So if you're interested in attending, the email address to RSVP is on the agenda, and it does cost $15 for the lunch meal. Thursday, June 19th is our night out at the ballpark to watch the Nationals. Friday, July 11th is the outdoor movie at Roslyn, The Internship. The movie starts later, but the board had decided to meet at Continental across the street for dinner. So anytime between 5 and when the movie starts, please join us. Saturday, July 12th, Jamie Arca is hosting a game night at her apartment in Reston, if you're interested. And then the district convention for our area is August 22nd to 24th in Reston. And the link is provided to register.
Okay, great. And then also on there,
it's missing.
Oh, the link is missing. So you can register on the KiwanisFormula1.com is the website. So the theme this year is Formula One. I'm not going to go on any further explanation. So okay, and then we also have the board is planning a putt-putt golf outing probably sometime in August in lieu of the one of the August meetings, and then a potential Jason's Deli fundraiser, social new member outreach. So those are some things to keep in mind, and we'll have dates for you for those events later on. Okay, great. So SLPs, we have all the information down here. I am going to ask Stacy. It was a very successful year for George Mason CKI. If anybody was at the CKI Capital District Convention, they cleaned house. They even won the Jeff Award. There's an award named after Jeff, and Mason CKI won the Jeff Wolf Award. Was it for Club Achievement? So give Stacy a minute or two, or to kind of share with us some of the achievements.
I was really proud of my club. I've been in my club for 3 years since I was a freshman, and it's been a great experience, and it's been really good to see this year especially, since usually in clubs you might see like a bunch of seniors graduating, which cuts your membership down in half. But this year we had a lot of new members, and I feel like that we'll be seeing them next year as well. And we've also improved not only in membership, but we've also improved in our service projects. We've done some old projects, but we've also done new ones, including our pet adoption, which we also did one with Kiwanis here. And I just can't wait for next year.
Great. Very good. And we're whoops. We're definitely proud of all of Mason's accomplishments this year, and me as their advisor, my first year being a full-time advisor, is really awesome. Just seeing all the hard work that they do, and they're just very organized. And Stacy and Maggie and the rest of the board, they have PowerPoint presentations at every meeting, and that's just kind of, I thought, was interesting and awesome. So thank you, Stacy, for joining us, and we look forward to much more good news coming out of Mason. Thanks. Okay, does anybody else? I know we're kind of wrapping up with the end of the year with our key clubs and our K-Kids, etc. So does anyone else have any other updates that they want to share that's not on the agenda?
Well, I will comment that the foundation board had their summer board meeting just before this meeting, and decided, I won't announce the names because we want to notify them first, but I will announce that the board approved 2 scholarships, $1,250 each, to 2 key clubbers. So.
Great, awesome. And then I saw so August is the plan to try to get them into?
Well, we're contacting them now, and we're going to find out if they can come to the meeting. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, hopefully they're still in town. They might be. Yeah. Great, thank you, Jeff. Okay, so if we don't have anything else for SLPs, Kim, we're going to do our new member inductions?
Yes.
All right, we'll do it by the banner. I think that's
So we have 3 new members that we are going to introduce to the club today. With sponsor. So,
it's easier. Sorry. Okay. So Kiwanis is something so good that each of us should want to share it. Surely there's no better evidence of our willingness to share Kiwanis than to sponsor a new member into our club. Today we are very pleased to recognize Christina for sharing her K with Marie, Brandon for wanting to share his K with Justin, and Lana, who is not here with us, who is sharing her K with Brenna. And we're now going to induct these 3 new members. And our ceremony is going to be led by Kim, our membership chair. And at this time, can we please have our sponsors and our new inductees?
Wow.
Tim. Brendan, get the message.
All right. So we are all very indebted to Christina, Brandon, and Lana for sponsoring our newest members. And I'd like to have each one take a moment to introduce the new members. So Christina, we'll start with you.
This is Marie. Marie's kind of been around our club for a while, it seems like. A little bit, yeah. She is a writer who lives in Falls Church with her husband and dogs. And she's been very helpful to me during Ronald McDonald House dinners when I'm leading them, but I'm not a very good cook. So we're happy to have you. And here's your t-shirt.
So we'll take a moment to reflect on the objects of Kiwanis.
Oh, we'll
go through that in just a minute, but we'll go each one and then we'll do that. So yes, please, you'll introduce Justin.
This is Justin. Justin works for the government. He passed in the former military member, former sponsored youth in Kiwanis, so he's been with us for a long time, been serving in multiple capacities for a long time. I got to give him props. At McLean Day, he showed up for the early shift, you know, which is always the hardest one to fill, and that's the one that, you know, we're setting up everything, so it's the one that we need the most help with too. So, you know, he's obviously going to be a great asset to the club.
And because Lana is not here, I'm acting as Brenna's sponsor, and we are very grateful to have her join us. She came to us during one of our events where we were actually supporting another club, and joined us at, I believe, pizza night, wasn't it? That you came? Yeah, and she's a special ed teacher and went to school in New York, and so she likes to volunteer and get out there and help kids. And I believe you were at AmeriCorps, was it?
Yeah, I did AmeriCorps and like Alpha Omega Service Corps.
Yeah. So she has a love for volunteering, and we are so grateful to have her. So with that, I will present you your T-shirt. Thank you all. We're very excited to have you. And at this time, I just want to take a moment to reflect on our 6 objects for Kiwanis. And of course, this is just a reminder for all of us that to give primacy to the human and spiritual rather than to the material values of life, to encourage the daily living of the golden rule in all human relationships, to promote the adoption and the application of higher social, business, and professional standards, and to develop by precept and example a more intelligent, aggressive, and serviceable citizenship, to provide through Kiwanis clubs a practical means to form enduring friendships, to render altruistic service, and to build better communities. And so we hope that we do that here with this club, and to cooperate in creating and maintaining that sound public opinion and high idealism which make possible the increase of righteousness, justice, patriotism, and goodwill. So having indicated a desire to become an active member of our club, and having been approved by our board of directors as a member, do you agree to embrace the objects of Kiwanis as a guideline for your daily living? Justin? Brenna? Wonderful. Yeah. As a way of symbolizing, you have your T-shirts and your pens. I turn it back over to Tim.
Great. Christina, Brandon, and Lana. The club appreciates your willingness to share the values of service and fellowship in Kiwanis International with another individual. A new member for our club means new ideas, new enthusiasm, greater fellowship, and greater service.
And with that, I'd like to present you an official certificate of membership to our club. Welcome to our club.
Today we brought in our 3 new members. They've been briefed on their responsibilities to us. As evidence, we will now commit ourselves to keeping our obligations to them as well. And let's all stand and welcome Marie, Justin, and Brenda. Does Misha want to take a quick picture?
Non-fiction.
I know. I'm not giving
There we go. All right, very nice. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
This one now.
Oh, just like.
Okay. Mitra, obviously you've been busy with a lot of PR, as we see we have a lot of prospective members here. So is there anything else you would like to add?
So in order of using our social media, you should check out Meetup first. We have a great Facebook page, so post to that. And then Twitter updates here and there, if you're into that sort of thing. I think Marie commented to our Twitter page.
Oh, I tweet my friend.
TC Kiwanis. Yeah. So check out.
Great. Thank you. And since Lana isn't here, I'll just kind of go over, Lana and Dave aren't here, so I'll have to go over. So our fundraiser right now that we have ongoing is the concession stand at the Quicken Loans, formerly AT&T National PGA Tournament. I know Dave has a couple of shifts on there that have not been filled. So if you're interested, please reach out to Dave. And if any of the prospective members are interested, we have our link here. You can just reach out to that email address, fundraising@tysonscornerkiwanis.org, and we will route the message to Dave. We get a portion of the proceeds at the concession stands of the Quicken Loans National Golf Tournament. So if you're interested and want to help out and would like to see some golf also, once you're on the ground, you're there all day. They don't kick you out after your shift, so you can watch whatever. You can watch golf on your free time. Yes. You're good. Okay, so Wednesday, the practice round, there's still 3 shifts available. Thursday, 2 shifts, and Friday, 3 shifts. And I know it's difficult to fill those, being that they're weekdays. And most of us, we're all full-time jobs, and it's tough to get off of work. But if anyone can help out, it'd be greatly appreciated. Okay, our upcoming meeting schedule. Obviously, today's meeting, and right after this, we'll have our in-house service project. We have our club and board meetings on Tuesday, June 17th. Tuesday, June 1st, we're not going to have our meeting because it's the July 4th holiday. Instead, we are going to do the movie at Roslyn the following Friday. And then Tuesday, July 15th, will be our club and board meetings. So does anyone have anything else they would like to add to the regular meeting? Yes?
I do. We got a thank you note from Project Linus.
Okay. Okay, we can pass that around, and then Mitra will put that on our Facebook page. Great. Anyone else have anything that they would like to add?
What is Project Line?
It's where we made blankets for kids who are ill. It was one of the in-house.
Yeah, it was last month.
Yeah. I think one for each table.
5 blankets all together. I made one when we got home.
Yeah.
The tables got very
Okay, with that being said, I will close the meeting and turn it over to Brandon for the in-house service project.
Alright, so the best part of this project is a lot of us have already done it this year, so hopefully less explaining. But we're going to be making dog bones from old t-shirts. Hopefully some people brought some. And